It's becoming very clear to you that in each other we find ourselves, that there is this global consciousness, especially lately, that you've been sensitive to, and you're gonna find a way to make your goals and your dreams sustainable and loving, and really gonna make an impact. You're really a leader when it comes to your activism, but it's been hard for you to find your own light and your own torch to lead the way because of the things you've been through. There's been a lot of politics. Unfortunately, there's a lot of politics even within activism, right? There's a lot of false leaders or cliquiness or groupthink. And you are someone who has been forged by fire. So you have life credentials behind you. You've been there, done that. You've seen a lot. And you've stayed humble. And you've remembered your beginnings. See the lizard there? From lizard to lion. It means, really coming through things. And he's got the lion and the lizard on his throne. So he acknowledges both identities. Where he's come from, what he was, with his potential, and who he is now. And it's not easy. You've had a lot of sleepless nights, and you don't feel like you're at the finish line the way that maybe you should be, or there hasn't been justice. But I'm seeing a lot, leaps and bounds of, a move. There might be move here or movement when it comes to some type of community harassment or corruption here that you've been dealing with or you've dealt with in the past. There was people that were watching you or were paid to be watching you, maybe from like bigger officials here, higher officials or corrupt officials, but they don't have as much power as they wanted you to believe. They could only do things for a limited time, spiritually and practically and financially. And you weren't one to be reckoned with. Like, you're the queen of strength here. You are the strength, and the time has run out for them. They can't stop you from going towards your voice, because your voice needs to be heard, and people will recognize it and see that you do have a heart, and you're not a shyster here. You're not a grifter here. You're someone who wants to make a difference. And that generosity is going to be coming back to you tenfold for how much you have given to others and not seen any type of return. And it's been heartbreaking, and it's been very hard, but now you're seeing like all the tools that you have in your arsenal here to make things grow. And that with the infinity above his head is that that the things that you have and that you want are going to be legacies. They're going to be things that are going to be pretty stable and honorable, and like a household name here is what I'm hearing. Like, it's a strong energy of having your own conglomerate in some way or another, but it doesn't feel like in a businessy way. It could be an organization that is committed to combating injustice, like the ones that you've been through or you've seen other people go through. But this has a strong feeling that you've been through the fire. And you are early. There's not a lot of you that have been through this, that have been through it, have beat it successfully, or are enduring it and surviving and thriving at the same time. So your voice is needed. And I'm seeing that there's going to be an opportunity and strength like you've never known it before to do a lot more than you have been able to, or that has been given to you, because you're widely capable, and you're going to find a lot of fulfillment in this, because you've been feeling very alone and you've been excluded. And it's been very illogical for people to do that because you have so much to offer and give. But you've just been re-upping. And as you re-up, it'll all come clear to you when these opportunities present themselves, which way to go. And you're not going to be investing in any type of love or any type of collaboration until then, because you've been hurt before, and and you don't want your self-esteem to be affected or any drama to come around you in any way right now. You're staying away from other people for the most part because you don't trust what energy they're around, even if you relatively trust them or like them. Sometimes other people have other energies that are latched onto them that can affect your life, even if you're not dealing with those people directly. So if people have inner demons, that sometimes it can come towards you, and it's harder to find the source then. So if you've been spending more time alone, it's a good thing so that you can really stand strong in what it is that you need to do moving forward here. So there is speed coming and there is opportunity. So take this space and time right now to get everything straight and get everything sorted for yourself, so you'll know what opportunities to take and which ones to have more discerning about, so that you don't invest too much. Because the hostility and the outwardness, rudeness that you've been experiencing in the past while, I'm seeing it dissipating, and I'm seeing people become a little bit more conniving and a little bit more shystier about how they come towards you, because they see your value and you've risen up so much more than they thought. So be careful of wolves in sheep's clothing and people in your life that have come around before and were kind of indifferent to your struggles here. Be discerning and know that you're going to meet the right people at the right time. You're early.